2024 elections inching closer, the Vipaksh is in a huddle. The DMK convened an All India Social Justice Forum, saw fervent calls for forging unity to take on the BJP. This is seen as another indication of the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's role in working towards opposition unity. The TMC sent out a message to Jagan Reddy and Naveen Patnaik saying that it's not the time to sit on the fence but to unite. It also asserted that the time has to come when nobody can afford to be in the grey zone. It was time to be looking at the black and white of things. On the other hand, despite the violence in Nalanda district, Nitish Kumar was seen attending iftari in Phulwari Sharif in Patna yesterday. But the poster in the backdrop, which showed the Red Fort, has set another political buzz. Larger than life backdrop of the Red Fort, many people in Bihar are now saying, and as do posters from his party, that people of Bihar are with you, the country is waiting for you, Ramzan Mubarak. With this, the JDU has also given out a message that Nitish Kumar will be eyeing the national flag unfurling at the Red Fort. And in all of this, with battles going on in different parts of the country as to who is the next Prime Minister hopeful, Ajit Pawar has also come out and said that the Congress hasn't, really caught the questions that they should, or the Aam Aadmi Party for that matter. No question of insulting Savarkar, no question of asking about degrees of the Prime Minister. So what's going on? That's the question we are asking. Is this a bikhra hua Vipaksh? That's the question. And with me on the debate, joining Gaurav Bhatia, Anand Ranganathan, Tehseen Poonawala, Karthik Reddy and Mr. TKS Elangovan, spokesperson of the DMK. TKS Elangovan, Mr. M.K. Stalin wants everybody to join hands, but the Trinamool Congress is saying Jagan Reddy's party not responding, BJD not responding. So opposition still trying to find its own swan song, but sur mil nahi rahe. There is no matching of the keyboard.
No, see, we are trying, we are of the opinion that only a united opposition can defeat BJP. Our intention is to change the government of India and remove BJP from power, because economically this country has gone down and there is social unrest everywhere, and the backward classes people are omitted from getting their position. Even in the UPSC exams, the 49% should be the number of IAS cadres who should have been elected because of reservation for the OBCs and SC/STs, but only 20% were selected. 49% seats were, the percentage is not fulfilled even in the UPSC exam. These are all alarming things which is affecting the OBCs, SCs and STs. So we want to unite. We want to ask every
But that unity is not happening. Is that unity a stillborn? Let me ask Mr. Karthik Reddy. Mr. Karthik Reddy, are you going to unite with Mr. M.K. Stalin and the forum that he's built? Are you going there?
Navika, very good evening. It's been a very hot and long day. I'm sure the time I have is also very short on your show, so let me come directly to the point. If the opposition all unites together, then the BJP comes out and says, "Ek sab pe bari hai." If the opposition doesn't come together, then you say the opposition bikra hua hai. So the agenda today, what Mr. Stalin has taken up, is on the agenda of social justice. And calling a meeting based on social justice gang is a connotation taken in a negative tone. I would object and take great offense to people who calling it the social justice gang. And coming to the larger point, Navika, our Prime Minister calls himself an OBC leader. In the last 9 years, let me ask you, is there a direct benefit the OBCs, the SCs, the STs, or any socially backward classes of this country have directly benefited from the Prime Minister being the Prime Minister? If I take you back to the demonetization, if I take you back to the GST impact, if I take you back to the inflation, all these policies taken out by Narendra Modi has a direct financial and social implications on these sections. If somebody like Mr. Stalin
Mr.
takes out a
Karthik
meeting
Reddy,
on the basis
I
of social
completely
justice,
understand.
if
I
any party
completely
comes together
understand
or
that
not
gang
together,
is
should
not
be
the
an
word
offense
to be
together.
used. What's your point? Are you? My only question to you was: Are you with?
I'm trying to tell you.
Are you with this DMK forum? With all of them?
We are with any practical coalition which makes sense, which fights the BJP.
Does the Social Justice Forum make sense to you? Again, I'll try and ask the direct question.
What's wrong in that, Navika?
नहीं तो
Social
you are
justice
happy
is
with
part
that.
of what we
You are
should
happy
all,
with that and the
be.
leadership of Mr. M.K. Stalin.
What, you happy with what?
With this forum and this being a
M.K.
front
Stalin
for the
is
opposition.
one of the tallest leaders in this country. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. M.K. Stalin is one of the tallest leaders of this country. He represents one of the biggest states in this country. If he has taken a good stand on certain issues, I think we should all back them, including the BJP.
He also has an alliance with the Congress party. That's acceptable?
I should also remind you, we were the first person to back Rahul Gandhi when he was suspended from the parliament.
Oh, no, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, what do you make of this?
No,
what do you make of this? Together but not so together, in front of Red Fort but not the real Red Fort, the imaginary backdrop. You know, state is up in flames in Bihar, but Nitish Kumar is thinking about unfurling the Tiranga at the Red Fort. What's going on?
No, first of all, I think, Navika, you made no mistake by using the moniker social justice gang, because it has to be used in a negative connotation. For 70 years, the social justice and human rights of lakhs of Dalits, Gurkhas, women, homosexuals were trampled upon. Sikhs were trampled upon in Kashmir because of Article 370. And all these social justice warriors wanted that article to stay. So what kind of social justice warriors are these people? That is why it is right to use social justice gang and mock them. Now let me come to the real issue. Look, the opposition has two drivers driving vehicles all running or near empty fuel tank. Please remember, 2014 win of Modi was a different kettle of fish because he was the contender, not the incumbent. 2019 was therefore his real test, and he fared even better. People forget that Modi won 2019 by beating anti-incumbency, and he didn't do it with empty rhetoric. He did it through the success of his flagship schemes, Ujjwala, toilet construction, electrification, Jandan. 2024 is not going to be any different at all. He has a year to go. By 2024, he has promised every Indian will have health insurance, every Indian will have tap water, every Indian will have a house. These are flagship schemes, and they have...
But that's not social justice according to Mr. Karthik Reddy and Mr. Elangovan. वो तो social justice है ही नहीं ना. That is not social justice. That is only sabka saath, sabka vikas, but not social justice. But Tehseen Poonawala, let me come out and ask you, Tehseen Poonawala, simple question. आपके एक दो allies हैं. एक, you know, there is the NCP in Maharashtra, which now says that you are wrong in saying what you say about Savarkar. They also say that the Aam Aadmi Party is wrong in talking about the Prime Minister's degree, which also incidentally you've been raising. The question is, where is the opposition unity, or do you think Mr. Rahul Gandhi is enough alone? Because then he has three chief ministers who can go wherever he wants and wherever he goes, and the senior lawyers, you know, the very Diggaj top names of the country in the legal field were not there in the Surat Yatra. So, kaun hai saath, kaun nahi hai saath? Is it a bikhra opposition or is it a united opposition?
I'll be very brief. Fact is that in 2024, nobody is fighting against Prime Modi, everybody is uniting to fight for the country, because as long as this government, present government, is in power, this country is doomed economically. Point number one. Point number two, Anand said empty fuel tank. No, this is running on electric charge. These are EV vehicles, all come together, modern technology to throw out the outdated RSS technology. Point number three, and the most important and pertinent point, the BJP, when Prime Minister Modi stands up in Parliament and says, Ek aadmi sab pe bhari, behind are his own allies and his own MPs. He doesn't even respect them. He's saying he alone is enough for everybody. He discards his own MPs. Point number four, in the last 3 years, the BJP has broken its allies with Akali Dal, with the PDP, with the Shiv Sena in Maharashtra, with Nitish Kumar's party. The BJP is losing allies, not the opposition. The opposition will save this country, and 2024 will have a new Prime Minister.
Final word to
Prime Minister.
Gaurav Bhatia, EV vehicles के लिए charging points हैं. Number one, and number two, the question is, they're all fighting for the country, not against Modi. Is that the statement of the year? Because the fight for being the Prime Minister will be after the election.
Which country?
Yes.
India, not China, which Prime Minister Modi gets taken.
Okay.
Generally, okay. Generally, Tehseen is very erudite and to the point. Today, he is admitted on national television that before the 2024 elections, they were not fighting for the country. They were fighting for themselves. And that's a clear admission. And Tehseen, you should be my dear friend. We take you seriously. Even the Congress doesn't take your statement seriously. Navika, मैं इतना ही कहूँगा, कहाँ पड़े हो चक्कर में, कोई नहीं है टक्कर में, इनसे पूछो लीडर कौन बताते नहीं, एजेंडा क्या है बताते नहीं, मिल बैठे हैं जुगनू सारे, ऐलान ये है आओ सूरज को हटाया जाए। अरे सूरज हटने वाला नहीं है, सूरज की रोशनी की वजह से ही तुम जिंदा हो। जितना गाली देते हो उतना सूरज और चमकता है, ये बात याद रखना। एंड इन द एंड आई जस्ट वांट टू से वन मोर थिंग, नीतीश कुमार व्हाइट हाउस की फोटो लगा लेंगे तो यूएस प्रेसिडेंट नहीं हो जाएंगे। नीतीश कुमार इज मॉडर्न टाइम्स नीरो as well as Mungeri Lal combined together.
Well, we'll wait and watch. The political scene is, of course, hotting up. But the side stories, don't miss our sharp eyes. We'll keep an eye on what's happening. Alignments, realignments, trying to form platforms, trying to form forums. What will work, what will not, will be decided by the people of India. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Good